Hello, our Inderes TV viewers and listeners. Sampo published its first quarter results today, and I'm interviewing Group CEO Torbjörn Magnusson. Torbjörn, congratulations for another good quarter. What were the highlights of the spring?
Well, thanks very much. Well, I think the highlight is that we have really strong developments across our group in many ways. Good growth, good combined ratio development, and also after the end of the quarter, the exit of Nordea.
If we look at the property and casualty, the new car sales has decreased a lot in the Nordics, but it still didn't affect If so much.
Well, it did affect If P&C's growth a bit, but we will buy cars eventually, and this is not a huge problem for us. It just reduces our growth a little bit at the moment. But we have an exceptionally strong offering on the web, both service and sales, and that to us makes us lead the development here and gives us the good growth that we've seen here, almost 7% in this quarter. Incidentally, that is also true in the UK operations that we have.
Yeah. Even though the investment income outlook is clearly more favorable because interest rates are rising, you get more investment income over time. But have you seen stronger competition in the PC sector?
Well, I think that we are a long way from high interest rates, aren't we? We just saw some small increases in the interest rates, and P&C insurance changes quite gradually. So we'll see what happens, but we are very well placed for higher interest rates with short duration, which means that it's easy for us to swap into longer duration when that is appropriate. And also, we've been punished for a decade with lower and lower interest rates, which actually means that our liability side increases every time that happens. So now for the first time in a decade that went the other way with some improvement of our results as a consequence.
If we look at Hastings, it had another, one could say, difficult quarter. So how happy you are with the Hastings performance?
Well, we've invested at a good price in Hastings, and this is for the long term. So we are very happy with the development of the group. They develop their skills, they grow in the home insurance portfolio, which is also very profitable. But then something happened in the UK that there were a number of changes in the market, and the market were very on its toes to price for those in the year end. But now we've seen a very rapid increase in the UK of claims inflation, and the market has not been able to foresee or expect that. So that was not priced for in the past quarter, and that is what affected Hastings' results. Of course, we now do that, and we pricing conservatively, and of course, our primary target is always to get the good results that we've had so consistently. So that's business as usual for us.
Could you give us an update? How is the cooperation and the sharing of the best knowledge, best practices between If and Hastings going?
Well, I think that what underpins all of this is, and even our move to invest in Hastings, was the fact that we saw two cultures that were very similar. So we now collaborate on rapid pricing changes, on claims handling processes, on fraud detection, and it goes really well, and that will take a couple of years to complete, but gives us advantages both in the Nordics and in the UK.
I put this bluntly, but you've been buying Topdanmark shares in a piecemeal fashion. So when you're going to buy the whole Topdanmark, for example?
That wasn't very blunt, I think. We've seen a couple of small opportunities to acquire shares in a company that we think is a good company. Okay, so we do that, but I don't see any opportunities at the moment for bigger moves.
Okay. You finalized the exit from Nordea last week. That was quite quick operation in less than a few years, I think. So now Sampo is a pure insurance corporation. So how do you see Sampo as moving forward? You have high return on equity and so on, and you don't have to worry about the banking business anymore.
No, we decided a couple of years ago to move towards becoming a pure play insurance company. We published that strategy at a capital markets day, 15 months ago or something. and we've been able to exit the Nordea holding successfully and rapidly until last Thursday. And now we have the simplification of the group that we promised our shareholders. So now it's pure play insurance and development of that. And of course, that is also the core skill and knowledge here at Sampo.
The internal rate of return for the Nordea investments for a bit over 10 years was 9% per annum, I think. How happy are you with that sort of results?
Well, it vastly outperforms any European banking index for the same period. So I think we've done acceptably well, but I don't think it gives a lot of value to shareholders to dwell on exactly what and when and how we should have done something 10 years ago. Now, the performance of Nordea in the past year has been excellent, and we've been able to exit at much better prices than anyone thought. So.
One more bonus question about the investment outlook or environment, since Sampo has huge investments. So how do you see the investment landscape right now?
Well, it's exciting and interesting, and as I said, we are well positioned to exploit these changes. So we'll see what happens, and the world is a changing place, and Sampo has always been good at exploiting that.
Thank you for the interview.
Thanks very much.